Right now I have this out of tune. With the converter box disconnected. So I'm going to hook up to pin number 1 and 4 of the vertical oscillator. Okay, let me pull back on, here's pin 1. This is on the X10 scale or switching. This is horizontal, not calibrated. If I put it in calibrated, I only get one of those. Yeah. If I do this, yeah. I wish I could do more with my scope, I guess. No, leave it at that. Pin 1, pull back on this, go to pin 4, which is the one with the 470K. So I'm getting that. I'll try the tuning here. Okay, so that's vertical. One, two, three, four. Pin 4. Okay, now I'm going to go to pin 4 and then 1 on the drivers. Pin 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one. Makes a little scratching. Let me see if this is out of focus there. So I get a sawtooth there. I don't know what happened there. This pull back on the brightness, I guess. So that's pin 4. I'll go to pin 1, which is a 2.2 meg. I get that. So that's pin 1, which is, I think, the second driver here. Right there. I'll go where that point 005 used to hook up to. I'll go to that point once. I'll pull back on this. And that point is on the other side of the 2.2 meg and see what happens there. There we got now I'm at 100 volts. So that must be a kick butt way for nasty pulsations there. So that's at the 100 volts and this is on the X10. I'll go to the other side and it's way lesser, so it's a good thing I pulled back on my scope. So that plate must kick butt. Good thing I didn't hook up to the plate. Now the horizontal, if I can, same thing, 6 to 12 SN7s, 1, 4 are the oscillators. I'll see if I can spot pin 1 here. Okay, I spotted pin 1. Has this 3.9 meg resistor, I guess, right here. Am I pulled back? Yeah, right here. Pin 1. Oops. So we got that. If it's supposed to go straight up diagonally and drop, there must be a little irritability. That's pin 1. Go to pin 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is this one. Hope it ain't nasty. So I'm at I'm on the X10. So I'm at 5 volts per division. Let's zero it up. So I'm like what? 7. I don't know how I should read that. Go 5, 10, 15, 17. Okay, so that's the horizontal. I'm not going to do the horizontal drivers. No, I am on the drivers. This was the drivers, because that's linearity and the size. Horizontal oscillators over here, so that's way wrong. We'll go on the oscillator. Pin 1. Okay, this is that spot where it has 2 signals. It's got that signal, and then you slow down to the vertical, and you get this other signal. It's triggered, so you get that signal, and whoops. Let me see if I can stabilize that. No. Stabilized. Don't know what it means, but the TV works. Okay, that's pin 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, I better pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. I can get it real quick here. Okay, now I'm gonna do the horizontal hold. If I can't touch them, they're nasty now with the high voltage running. When I adjusted this before, I could see noise from the potentiometer. This is horizontal hold. I know it is. I see the wires going there. I had a noisy pot here before. That's doing absolutely nothing. What was the second? Oh, nope, second one in command here. Wrong one. Okay, horizontal hold. Okay, it still has a little scratchiness. Let me shut this light out. I wish I could touch these things, but they're nasty. So there's a little, the scratchiness went away. I didn't spray them or nothing, but I don't see that irritability. A little bit at times, but that other stuff is just, I think I see a little bit, but that stuff that it's showing is not it. That's just the phosphor is still lit up, I guess. So it looks like the noisiness went away, the scratchiness went away from the horizontal hold. Okay, I'm gonna pause this out and flip it around and hook the converter back up to it and put a signal through it. So okay, back on. This is August 6th. 2021 Oranger Beginner's Corner. Let me see what I've got going.
Water that you'll find when you dig for underground streams will look like this.
Wait a minute.
After you've filtered it, cloth, and boiled it, it would be safe for drinking. Now then, the reason for this particular briefing is because of the special operation this platoon has been chosen for. It's a survival test, and it's just what the name implies. It's a rigorous, challenging test to survive under the most adverse and primitive conditions.
So which ones were I turning? This one.
This is an essential part of your
Don't
training.
remember.
It's not uncommon for a group to find itself in the wilderness with inadequate equipment and no food. Under those conditions, you have one main function: to survive, to live off the land. In the test, this platoon will be abandoned in a totally uninhabited area for a period of 5 days.
I get locked.
You will operate in teams of 2. How well each team comes out of the test will depend on their own resourcefulness. Any questions?
Sir, is that the only kind of food we can expect to find? Roots and berries?
Correct.
That
Berries,
stuff
edible
isn't
roots, bark of
happening.
some trees,
That's
certainly
happening.
enough to sustain.
Looks like it
All right,
has
let's
some
point out
retrace
you probably all
lines.
come back 5 or 6 pounds thinner. That's to be expected.
I always lose it in my face first.
You have a question, Private?
That bar is not
I
there.
always lose it in the face first. My cheeks get all holler.
Looks like a
Nothing to
pretty
worry
good
about.
picture.
I never feel as
It's
bad as
a
I
little
look.
issue at the bottom.
Bear that in mind. Now, during the coming week, your troop leader will put you through a training program to prepare you for this test. You'll
But I
receive
do have a
instructions
weak,
in mapping, foraging, all phases of survival.
This tube here. This tube here was a new old stock. It was supposed to be brand new, but it has little burns up here. This one here, I should replace it. This one here I replaced the 25L6. Those are the capacitors I replaced, with some of these styled down on the bottom. The one inside the box is 1,000 picofarads from out of here.
Good luck. Thank you, sir.
0.001. So that little blue one replaced this. I only had those at 3,000 volts. Those are at 3,000 volts.
These are the teams. Slater was all right on first aid. He can go with Peters.
These ones here I put like 400 and,
Certainly, was it?
or 270 picofarads and 315 picofarads or something like that. This one's lesser. I was going to use this one inside that box, but I didn't.
What was he good at, huh?
Or was it one of
I'd rather
these?
go with you.
He picked me over everybody.
This here was replaced. This is a capacitor. I think it's 200 mini microfarads, I think. I replaced it with one of those blue ones. These still have high grid leakage. That video or vertical driver is weak. This was a brand new 25L6. It has a dead short. As soon as you plug it in, these test good. Here's another 12SN7 I can put in there. These are 1G3s. Then I have this automotive one. Must have been push-pull 6v6s or 12S. What is it? What are 12SL7 or whatever? And car radios.
We're going to be cooped up out here for 5 days. 5 long days. Just you and me, nobody else.
I don't know how bright these things are
Now,
supposed to
we don't
get.
want to get on each other's nerves, do we?
Oh, no, sir.
I don't know where
And you ain't
brightness
got a
is.
thing to worry about neither, sir. Cause not one time have you ever got on my nerves. Not one.
That's real good news.
I get the retrace lines there, so I pull back. No retrace lines there.
You'll fix up the
It's
camp,
pretty
huh?
good there. I think I'll call it
Yes,
quits
sir. And I'll fix it up just as nice
and leave
as
it run for about 5 hours here and see what happens.
Nothing like a burying place like where we buried Grandpa Stubbs. No, sir.
I can't hook this up to it. This thing's only maximum of 50 volts, so that's for a transistorized. So working with that type of stuff.
In case it hasn't been made clear to you,
So
this
this is
is a military
it.
operation. We're not
Signing
setting up
off.
housekeeping.
No, Sergeant, but I...
Well, suppose we were suddenly surrounded by the enemy and they started shooting at us.
Gosh.
You'd be caught with a helmet full of snapdragons.
Like-eyed Susan, you see the pellets is a little smaller.
That's just distortion.